about the aerial locomotion, which is moving in air. So we're talking about the flying birds or some insects. Okay. But we also will talk about the glider. Okay. They can fly. That can carry people. So for today, we're going to start with basic about aerodynamics. Then we'll start something parachute glider, because this is a simple form of the flying. And then we shall revise what is drag, what's in relation to the wind speed. And we're going to explain these 4 generations using either Newton's law or using the Ray laws. And also we use the concept about the circulation and the frequency effect. Okay. And we'll end this lecture of the glider. Okay. So the flying itself is actually quite challenging. Why is that the case? I like swimming in water. So when you are swimming in water, you've got the help of the buoyancy to support your gravity. So yeah, in air you also can have gravity. Okay. In air you also can have buoyancy, but because the difference in the density, which is 800 times, so you're going to feel very little buoyancy to support your weight. Okay. So for heavier than air aircraft or heavier than air animals, so if they cannot support their weight by buoyancy, they have to move very fast so that the pressure difference will lift up them. Okay, so let's see some of the examples. Okay, so if you're looking at the flying, there are a few types. Later we're going to see the video of this glider, of the flying squirrel. They are coming down, with the skin, with the membrane wing open. Okay, there are also animals like hummingbird, which is very tiny. Okay, less than 20 grams. They can hover like a helicopter. Okay, and then larger birds like these albatross. Okay, then they mostly have their wing fixed. Okay, they will extract the wing energy to lift up them. So likewise eagle, so they can rise with the help of thermals. Okay. So among the birds, the natural flyer that can fly best is the pigeon. They can do the vertical takeoff. Okay. So you see that larger birds will have a larger wingspan, larger wing area to support the flying with little wing space. Okay, we'll see one of the videos showing the bird flight. Let's see. Descending from height. Okay, the gravity is turning their height into a speed.
But she loses both the fight and the finish.
They have to beat their wing. Okay. Because near the sea,
balance, force, and bravado.
Show the strength. See which one can stand better. Okay. The one that's spiraling down.
The eagles climb higher, ready for another round. It's an aerial game of chicken, and neither eagle blinks. The intruder emerges unhurt, but decides to move on. Their territory once again secure. The breeding pair takes a victory lap.
Okay. Yeah. So this gives you a sense what is flying and the modes of flying. Okay. So birds or eagle don't actually have one style or one way of flying. Okay. They can have power flight, rising, or they can have soaring, tapping on the wing to rise. They can also do the gliding. Okay. So the large wing does help. And also the wing that can change the wingspan to change the mode of flight. Okay. So let's see one of the important things, okay, that concerns the flying. How big is the natural flying? You can see that albatross, about 3.6 meter wingspan, could appear very large, but their weight is hardly more than 20 kilograms. Okay. Yeah, I think most commonly, I think around 10 kilograms is considered large. Okay, so even other birds with a big wingspan, they are relatively lightweight. Okay, so what is the heaviest flyer? If you look at the weight here, you can see the eagle, which is one of the top predators. They are largest in the mass. Okay, but yeah, they are hardly more than 20 kilograms. I think. Let's see what's the bald eagle weight. Okay, bald eagle. Let me see the bald eagle weight. Okay, bald eagle. What's the weight? Okay, yeah. You see this? The American icon. Okay, the bald eagle on this 6.3 kilograms. 所以你想象到吗？你去超市买一只鸡，最肥的那种，一次可以多重 ？OK， 有没有概念 ？Have a clue? You bought a whole chicken.
3 kilo.
哇，那是大鸡。OK， 2只大这么肥的鸡就是差不多一只老鹰了。所以你可以想象这个老鹰。这个在野外觅食还真的饿着了，长大。Okay. But the reality is that if you look at chicken, can it fly? Okay, you probably can jump and fly for a short moment, but it cannot sustain the flight. So what makes a heavier bird hardly flying? 那我们再问一下，最重的鸟是什么鸟？就在陆地上，陆地上长得飞，但在天空飞，空中飞的，就是轻的。所以 you look at what is critical in affecting them from flying is what you call the depend on their Reynolds number. What does it mean? The birds have to fly forward, okay? As they fly forward, just like you extend your arm out, you can feel that when you move forward, there is a pressure on your palm. When you move forward, okay, if you do a swing, you can feel the pressure on the palm. And this pressure will lift up your arm and support your weight. Okay. Likewise, the birds have to fly at a speed, okay, with substantial speed. This speed could due to the incoming wind, or this speed could due to your flapping, okay. But after all, you can see that what the speed in the end generating is the pressure, okay, what is called stagnation pressure, rho u squared, okay. Usually you have a half there, but if you neglect that. And then next, what's the limit to find forward? Okay, it is your viscosity. Okay, we now think about the skin viscosity. This is your Newton's law for viscosity. This is the U is the ball velocity, D is the characteristic depth. So this is the velocity gradient across the surface times the viscosity. This will give you the viscosity, viscous force. The ratio of the pressure difference also the lift force over the viscous force is the output of lift force over the input of your surface friction. Okay, so this leads you to the Reynolds number, which is the air density times the ball velocity divided by the characteristic length over the viscosity coefficient. So with this, we can see that for larger birds to fly, they have to overcome. Okay, good thing there is because when they fly with high speed, okay, their kinetic energy, also for the hydrostatic pressure, is going to be greater. Okay, and then they are almost flying like in viscid flow. Okay, so what is Reynolds number telling you? Okay, flying to the insects is like you swimming in water. Okay, so you're paddling in water. This is the experience by insects. Because their forward speed is very low, they can feel much greater viscosity. Okay. So, but for eagle or any fast flying aircraft, okay, they don't feel that much of the viscosity. So their flow is viscid. Okay. So this is another extreme end to show you the contrast. Okay, if you see this, so this is the extreme end. So flying are subjected to high Reynolds number. Okay, this high Reynolds number is telling you they are moving much faster with greater kinetic energy, more than the viscous force of friction, water friction or air friction. And in comparison, if you see the insects or water animals, okay, they are subjected to much higher viscosity. So the way of locomotion will be very different. Okay, but flying remains very difficult for most of the for human. Okay, so WC have envisaged bird-like flapping wing. That was his dream, but it's not realized at this time. He did draw parachute, okay, and then he did draw the helicopter. But at this time, they didn't realize that the wind power are not enough to lift up the man. Okay, so one of the video that I can show you is, yeah, if you are looking at the men attempt to fly, you can really see that this is not easy by manpower. really carry man, okay, is indeed the kite, okay, at the beginning. Okay, Da Vinci draw a parachute, okay, but parachute is too dangerous. Okay, you do have a free fall. You need to reach one terminal speed before the drag force is enough to support your weight. Instead, parachuting is too dangerous, and then gliding with the help of wind, it is possible to lift up the weight of the human. But okay, we shall talk about this parachute first, because this is one of the easiest kind of aircraft. Okay, so of course the one of the cousins of parachute is the balloon. Okay, hot air balloon. Okay, or airship. So in that case, you have a really getting that type of buoyancy, okay, to support the weight. But in this case, this is using the drag force. So in contrast, a glider and airplane, okay, rely on the lead to overcome the weight. Okay, how do they get these lead? Yeah, they have to move at very fast speed, and then with the help of the airfoil, okay, they can depress the air down. Later we shall analyze it later. Okay, but first we start with the parachute. What's the construction of the parachute? It basically can just have one umbrella. Okay, so yeah, of course there are still kids playing with the umbrella. Imagine that there was a parachute that can support their weight. But the danger of using umbrella as a parachute is umbrella will buck up. Okay, then you suddenly lost the support. Okay, for parachute, this whole canopy, okay, got to be tied to a string, and the string is going to support the weight. Okay, so this kind of skirt, okay, and then suspension line must be very strong. Okay, you don't want to tear out the skirt from the yeah. So what's the difference between the parachute and umbrella? Okay, 我们不是很多人有用过降落伞，不过一个常识，降落伞跟雨伞有什么差别？你如果拿着雨伞，我们不用你从2楼跳上来，我们直接从这个桌子上跳下去，你觉得会怎样？拿着雨伞，不用跳，台风变大一点的时候，你的雨伞逆着风，结果会怎样？往后翻，雨伞的形状会从逆着风变顺着风。OK， 那你就觉得降落伞不必吗？降落伞会不会？不会。那关键是什么？我们看降落伞跟雨伞有什么不同？你确定绳子够强吗？我们的雨伞3股加1股一点，那就可以逆着风嘛，然后不会翻过来。OK， 关键在这里。OK， 你的雨伞 ，OK 要当做降落伞来用，记得在伞帽或伞顶开一个洞。OK， 那完全有可能可以抵住风。OK， 所以 in this case, one of the important characteristic of the parachute canopy is on top of that there is a vent hole. OK， 所以下次你下雨天又吹风，然后你不想闪这个往后翻，你可以选择在伞底画一个洞。OK， 所以那个时候你就可以这个逆着风，然后看那个伞外翻。Okay, so at the very upper region of the canopy, there is an opening to let the air flow. Okay, and then suspension line will help you support the weight. Okay, so let's see how the parachute work. Okay, you start free fall, let's say from high from the aircraft. Okay, and then you trigger the parachute to open. Then upon opening, there is a sudden shock. Okay, and then the air will fill up the canopy. Okay, but let's see how's the actual falling. This is an animation. You can see that there must be a hole there. So the canopy will build up the pressure, and most importantly, this pressure will cause the airflow. You want to make sure that the flow is through the vent hole, but the flow not from the side. Okay, if the side flow is too much, then it will happen that the canopy will uptrend. Okay, then that's dangerous. You're going to lose the support. Okay. Then let's see. Next, okay, for the parachute, one of the characteristics there is when a man free falling, he will eventually reach a terminal speed where the drag force overcomes his weight. But without the parachute, okay, your speed is too high. 373 meters per second is almost a sound speed. You are free falling much faster than the sound. Okay? And yeah, that landing at that speed is too dangerous. Okay? So what do you do? Okay? You need a parachute. Increase the drag force. Okay? This increase in the drag force is achieved by larger area. Okay? 来，你们来看一下，有没有看那个蚂蚁掉下来会死掉？蚂蚁从桌子上掉下来，有没有撞死？Okay. Okay. If you never see this, then we'll see one video. Okay. The real life of the young duckling. Okay. About the free falling. Let's see. can see that the ducting jumping from the 5-story height. Okay, they manage a soft landing. Okay, of course, with the help of some of the driving from the ground. Okay, but you look at the goose leg. Let's see the goose leg. Okay. Anyway, yeah. But one of the important thing here is, okay, yeah, don't just simply jump. Okay, for small duckling, it is able to jump with a 5-story height because it's really fluffy. Okay, it's really lightweight. So in this case, the drag force is enough to support the weight. Okay, but if you are too heavy, then this is difficult. Okay, then let's see how much the drag force. Okay, what the way that we define the drag force is, we have to know what is the area that block the air. Okay, this is for canopy. This is a cross-sectional area of the canopy. When the parachute reaches the terminal speed, and then it turns on the switch, open up the parachute, then its weight, okay, will be further supported by the drag force. Okay, so how much the drag force? Okay, it's depending on the area. So the proportionality also depends on the stagnation pressure, which is half rho v squared. Rho is the air density. So here's an example. How do you do the calculation? Okay, in this case, okay, you have the parachute with a drag coefficient of 1.36. Okay, the air is at 20 degrees, and the total mass of the parachute and the man is 80 kg. They create the drag force on the man alone, and then at 20 degrees Celsius, the air density is 1.2 kg per meter cube. Okay, determine the required open diameter of the parachute so that the man can attain the terminal speed of 9 meters per second. Okay, so in this case, what you have to do is a simple calculation, because you know your terminal speed. Okay, the terminal speed is 9 meters per second. You know your stagnation pressure. Okay, and then by multiplying with the drag coefficient, and the area, then you'll be able to find the drag force. What's the area for the canopy? Okay, if you are telling, yeah, we're going to determine what's the opening. This area is pi r squared. So by substituting the expression above, then you can find the opening area. That is going to be d divided by half rho v squared CD. Okay, and how much is the drag force? The drag force is going to be the weight. Okay, and then you take the square root. Okay, and then let's see, divided by pi. Then you able to find the radius. This is how to find the opening. Okay, next we're going to study about the type of drag. Okay, drag can be more complex rather than what we tell you before. What they tell you before with the canopy is what we call the foam drag. Okay, the foam drag is a sudden stop of the air by a thin area of thin plate. Okay. On the other hand, if your area is a streamline, then it's indeed possible to have another type of drag. Okay. What you see here, the flat area blocking the air is producing a foam drag. Okay. That drag happens because the air with the starting speed v, we have the speed suddenly reduced to 0. Okay. This will create a high pressure area, and then you have the low pressure area. Because of the difference of the dynamic pressure, then you're going to have the induced drag. Okay? This drag force can be simply calculated as the pressure difference over the area. However, if you align your plate to be streamlined with the airflow, if it is possible to reduce the form drag to almost 0%. Okay, but you still have the drag. Okay， 所以同学我们之前讲游泳，自由式是像什么？自由式就像一个跟水流平行的这个一片板。那狗爬式像什么？狗爬式就像一球，你的手不断的阻挡你的前进的水流。So in this case, you can see that a streamlined body like a plate, okay, will subject to 0% of the form drag. Most of the drag will come from the skin, okay, skin friction. Okay, but in order to increase the lift generation, sometimes you find the plate is not good enough, so people will start using the airfoil. In the case of airfoil, you have a thicker area, a thicker cross-section area, then you are subjected to greater form drag. Your skin drag will take the rest. Okay, the extreme end will be a plate which is 90 degrees to the airflow, blocking the air completely. Okay, a ball is better. Okay, but because of the cross-section area, it's still taking much of the frontal area, so it's still contributing to 90% of the form drag. Okay. The other type of drag is what you call skin drag. Okay, skin drag produced due to this boundary layer. Within the boundary layer, there is a velocity chain across the height. So this velocity chain, okay, across the height is giving you the velocity gradient. And then according to Newton's law, okay, Newton's telling you the shear force on the skin will then be mu du d z. Okay, so you're going to have this viscous flow. Okay, to sum up, what is the total drag? Okay, you can use the definition of this drag coefficient. Okay, A is the frontal area. Okay, so for a sphere, so the CD is up to 0.5. For a prism shape, okay, that drag coefficient could be 1.14. For a flat plate, it could be 1.28. But for airfoil, okay, you can reduce the drag coefficient to only a fraction of 0.05. Okay, and for bullet, the drag coefficient also is smaller than the sphere. Okay, so let's see how we'll see this one, okay, instead. Okay, just now we talked about skydiving, so people free falling from a height and gaining a terminal speed. In this case, we have to reverse. How do you create the lifting drag, okay, without falling, okay? So if you go to the man-made skydiving ground, okay, then you will be like a ping pong ball being lifted up by the airflow, which is flowing up. Okay, so in this case, you might need to understand what is the drag coefficients, and then do the same as we did just now, except this flow is coming from the air dryer. Okay. Yeah. So in this case, profile drag composed of the form drag and the skin drag. Okay, the form drag result from the separation of the flow, and then that drag, or so-called the pressure drag, will do the lifting up of the ball. Okay. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the lift generation. Okay. Indeed, the first lifting structure, okay, lifting end part is the kite. Okay. Let's see one of the early invention. kite, okay, from China, okay, we play it for fun, okay. So you can see the invention of aircraft doesn't start from nothing, it starts from kite, okay, from a toy, okay, but the aircraft that can carry man weight, okay, okay, I think the first thing is balloon, okay, and then kite, we have a revive, okay, where carry from British, yeah, build up this kite with boat, okay. What he did is he has this boat with the wheel coming down the slope, and then the kite his own way. We'll watch some video, okay. The kite was invented long time in China, okay. So for fun, I think Lu Ban Mozi was thought to be the inventor, okay. It is a Marco Polo who first built the man carrying kite, and then this kind of technology was bring back, okay. But of course, in the place where you have a strong wind, in that case, you don't want that kind of kite to carry you. So what you like, the kind of kite carrying you is the one that is stable. So what you have is a box kite, okay? So you can see the box kite is not just one kite. Okay, you have multiple box kite. Okay. Use it like a train when you are high in the sky. So of course for the warfare spying, okay. Okay, so it's not surprised that people will try to build up.
1853, 60 jaar voor de gebroedersvaart, was een Engelsman die dankzij zijn helder
Okay, forget about the narrative in Dutch.
Sir George Caney niet elk weekend vliegen verwacht was en geen proeven doen met een zweefvliegtuig met starre vleugels.
这位老兄是银行的领导员，保持着爱好。当他退休过后，有了钱，他开始在找账。Okay, so this is the recreation of the video recreated carrying credit riders.
Opnieuw plaatsvinden op de plek waar hij in 1853 doet.
Okay, and just now we talked about the box kite. Before the invention of the aircraft by Wright brothers, okay, there have been a lot of attempts of flying, but it appears that the box kite is the one which is the best. 所以莱特兄弟是站在巨人的肩膀上。所以你知道莱特兄弟所谓发明飞机是做了什么事吗？他发动机还要特别用铝制内燃机，所以它的动线不在于飞机本身，它的贡献来自于引擎。OK， 飞机它也是看人家的。So this is the kite flying by Wright brother in 1900. Okay, it's a glider, it's a kite. When you talk about glider, it's a kite. Okay, so this is other box kite. Okay, yeah. Then you will be surprised. Oh, why you enclose it? Okay, for the purpose of stability. So his contribution is really coming from the engine. Okay, but let's come back to the kite. How kite is flying and what kind of force is acting on the kite? Okay, a kite flying doesn't appear like a parachute. A kite is flying at the angle with respect to the wind. Okay, it's not like parachute. Parachute is coming down perpendicular to the wind flow direction because it is a free fall. Okay, so as a result of this inclination, the kite will block the air partially. Okay, 所以你有没有看到风筝上面是没有洞，降落伞是 动的 ，OK？ 那风筝为什么可以没有动呢？它是一个开放型的一个结构，它挡住了气流，但是还是让气流跑掉 ，OK？ 所以你孙子兵法有讲过，我们要打仗要占一个地方，最重要的是什么？啊？
围山缺一。
啊，围城缺一 ，OK？ 看到没有？那个你的空气才不会造反，对不对？就像你的雨伞，全部都围住了，那个气流压力大了，它就造反了，所以你的雨伞会翻过来，然后那个降落伞也一样，你要歪动，你的这个降落伞的伞才不会外翻。这个风筝也是一样，风筝本来就不用围，它就是部分是围住了，然后气流是从旁边溢出 ，OK？ 那这溢出的气流不是没有用。In the case when you block the air with the kite surface, the air passing through is actually doing the job. They come horizontally, they go up, downward. So this is what we call a downwash. A downwash will create a reaction. 所以是跑掉的气流的反作用力直接产生升力 ，OK？ 升力才来克服阻力 ，OK？ So in this case, yeah, you need the pulling force to provide a forward thrust so that you can overcome the drag force. Otherwise, as the kite surface generates the lead force, there are also drag force. This drag force has a tendency to flip the kite back, okay? So if you see from the side, okay? Okay, this kite surface relative to the wind speed will form one angle of attack. This angle of attack is less than 90 degrees. If it's 90 degrees, this behavior is just like a parachute, okay? A form perpendicular to the surface, this parachute. But as you do the adjustment of the angle of attack to lesser and lesser, less than 45 degrees, then your drag force will be greater. Your lead force will be greater than the drag force. 所以这个风筝能产生高升力的情况，是建立在你低阻力。所以看到没有？你如果真的飞到你头顶上的时候，你的线都是接近垂直的，你还需要拉力吗？你只需要一点点拉力。但是你如果风筝刚起步的时候 ，OK， 风筝面跟这个起步面几乎90度，你大部分时间你要提供很大的拉力去克服阻力 ，OK。So in this case, this is how you understand the lead force, thrust force, and drag force in relation to the wind. Okay. So this is our basic understanding. Okay. And then the kite. Okay, if you now cut off the string, the kite has a tendency of backflip due to the drag. Okay. But in case that you have sufficient weight and sufficient speed, then you have the kite keep flying forward. In this case, when you expand the wing large, okay, then you can kind of have a glider. Okay, kite, okay, just like any flying structure, okay, have the lead force in proportional to the bend area. In this case, we are not talking about the section thickness, we are talking about the top surface. 所以看到没有？你在讲风筝面积的时候，你讲的是风筝整个平面。当你在讲降落伞面积的时候，你是要把降落伞的切面算出来。所以风筝或者是固定的面积指的是最大的面积，不是它的截面积。但是你如果说降落伞的话，你是要把它砍一段啊，然后找出它的这个 front area。OK， 好，所以这个一样，升力系数定义就是你的升力面，这个整个面能产生的上下压差，然后除以1/2 ρv 平方。所以你们等一下去做实验的时候，你要找一下你的胎力无人机它的整体面积 ，OK， OK， 然后这个面积有多大？那你拍一张照 ，OK， 然后你去算分段去找 ，OK， 然后你可以用这个image去找面积 ，OK， 然后重要的一些指标是什么？最终我们会把这个面积等效 ，OK， 翼展是多少？就是 how to find the wingspan is from the tip of the wing to the tip of the wing. This distance is called wingspan. And then how to find the chord length? The chord length will vary, but just take the area divided by the span, then you will be able to find out the chord length. 你的弦长，因为你这个弦可长可短，那我们就会找一个平均值。Then next we'll view how you start from parachute, hang glider, and eventually come to the airplane. In this case, we'll visit the remake of the glider. Okay, this is the modern version. Of course, the Otto Lilienthal is the first guy. He's a flying man, he fly everywhere with his glider. Okay, with this adventure, I think he succumbed to the death due to one accident fall. Okay, let's view how do you have the remake of the Otto Lilienthal flight. Okay, how do you describe this kind of gliding? Okay, important thing here is the support of the weight. Okay, in this case, this drawing will not be quite right. Then we look at this better drawing. Okay, in this case, you have your lift and drag work together to support the weight. Okay, as the aeroplane or the paper plane coming down along this path, this blue color path. So in this case, the weight, okay, is lifted up by lift and drag. Okay, what is the glide angle? The glide angle is the angle of the path below the horizon. Okay, so in this case, you can have your, let's copy down this equation here. We should copy down the equation here. Okay? So you can see that because of the glide angle, okay? Yeah. So you can write that down. So what you have here is your lift force. Okay, this is your paper aeroplane. Okay, if you are flying along this path, it is below the horizon. So this is what is called a glide angle. Okay. Okay. In this case, the weight is vertical. Okay, and then how do you define the lift force? There is one important thing about definition of the lift force. Lift force must be 90 degrees with respect to the direction of the flight. And then how about the drag force? Okay, the drag force must be 180 degrees. Okay. 所以这个是一个很重要的部分，就是说你如果不画图，你根本大概不会懂得什么叫定义，叫升力。升力 ，OK， 你如果是水平运动，那升力就是垂直方向。那如果我从台上跳下来，那个升，这个升力，我掉下来的时候。升力往后，向上的是阻力 ，OK， 阻力呢，则是一定是跟这个运动方向相反，对，180度 ，OK， 所以你这个定义一定要懂得分 ，OK， 然后定义好了这个阻力跟升力 ，OK， 然后我们再来看看，你这个升力我仔细看一下怎么画 ，OK。这个升力刚才讲过了，它是跟运动方向垂直，然后这个 glide angle 呢又跟水平方向依展，所以这个时候你的那个垂直量 ，OK， 你要怎么分 ？OK， 你有两个做法，要么你就分解你的身阻力，要么你就分解你的这个重力。我现在选择分解我的重力，我的重力可以分解成。跟运动方向垂直的，跟运动方向平行的，就大概表，你现在这个是在 angle 是θ角，然后跟重力是90度，然后现在是重力又要分解成一个90度，所以这个时候，如果说这个也是90度，那这个角度就是θ。So in this case, your lift force is opposite to this component, okay? How much this component is? mg cosine theta, okay? Okay, your lift force balanced with the weight is 0, okay? And then in this parallel direction, you have your drag force. You have your mg sine theta minus the drag force. So in this way, you obtain these two equations. Okay, so it's not difficult, but you got to go and find out what is the answer, especially experimentally. You need to do analysis. So this will be the second part. Then we try to do experiment. Okay? And then next. Okay, how the lift is generated in the presence of this forward speed. Okay? Okay, what we do is we're going to use two ways. One is Bernoulli equation, the other is Newton's law. Okay? So if you use Bernoulli law, Bernoulli will tell you the F1 will block the air, so the incoming speed will reduce the speed to V minus V, and then the top will go up to delta V. But nobody will tell you, how come the top speed increment is equal to the bottom speed? Okay, so this is a puzzle. Okay, but it's just good for explanations. Okay, later you see that this pressure difference, okay, it's not that easy. Depending on the airfoil shape, okay, your airfoil is tilted below the plane by 8 degrees to have 0 leak. Your airfoil is turned 12 degrees to have some extent of the leak, up to a maximum where the storing happens. There will be a force separation, and in the presence of force separation, you won't have that much of the leak. Okay? So let's see this observation before we explain the leak generation. This experiment. Okay, this is a measurement done in the wind tunnel. Then they have a bunker. Then you see the storing. Why at the time of storing you won't be able to have the leaf generation. Okay. Okay. So you should learn about this story about Airbus 737 Max. So because of the tendency of pitching up, so there is a risk of storing when the new Airbus 737 Max have a new powerful engine. Yeah, so that storing is real, okay? It can be dangerous. Okay, how the lead generation is done? Okay, before that we learned about the Bernoulli longer path theory, but that's not right. Okay, the method of explaining lead generation is the airfoil will detect the airflow downward, the exceeding airflow will have a counter reaction force acting on the airfoil, that is the lift force. Okay, this is a more practical. So if you now look at the flight of a bird, okay, bird is always changing the wing stroke, okay, when they are flying. Okay, the wing stroke is just sweeping the air backward. Okay, the effect there is they will have the incoming airflow reflected down. So this incoming airflow, if you imagine, is just a pipe flow. Okay? If you have a pipe of water, you do the jet injections. The incoming water jet coming out, it is deflected down. Then there will be a reaction force. And this reaction force, okay, can be calculated as the mass flow rate, the incoming flow rate, times the vertical speed difference. When the airflow coming horizontally, there is 0 vertical speed. But when the air coming out from the bird or coming out from the wing, the air is deflected down with the speed v tangent phi. Okay? So you multiply this, then you're going to have the lead generation. Okay? And then next, and then you're going to have your Bernoulli equation to help you the calculation as well. Okay, the Bernoulli equations will rely on this assumption of the top speed increment and bottom speed increment. And then he did the calculations, and then he find out by substituting into the Bernoulli equation, the hydrodynamic height, pressure height, okay, is going to be conserved. Okay. So as a result of this, then you will find that, okay, you're going to find what? You're going to find the pressure difference. 好，这个白努力定律有一个 bug， 是什么问题？这个运算有一个 bug， 但算出来的结果没错。Okay, there is a bug in this formulation. What's the bug? if there is a flow in the pipe, this is velocity v1. If it comes to this point, v2, what's the speed difference? The speed difference is a1 v1 is equal to a2 v2. Okay, this is the mass flow rate. Okay, you multiply the momentum speed. Okay, so this speed is going to be faster. 上面连续质量的 OK， 那压力呢 ？OK，in this case you have pressure point here plus half rho v1 square plus height equal to p2. Given the same height, these are all. OK， 所以这个模拟的这个定义呢，是实际上有一个 bug。There is a bug in this model. Okay, the Bernoulli equation is dynamic.它告诉你的是动态能量的变，所以它的意思是什么？没有落差值，没有连着系数，所以这个只适用在无差等力的时候，也就是说这个管子啊，基本上网壁不存在，或者是它的边界已经拿掉了，看到没有？所以用在那个刚才气流的时候有什么问题？所以 in the case when you apply these pressure differences, if you have an airfoil, okay, let's say this is your airfoil, okay, the flow is coming in. What does it mean? Start with far away. Okay? And then come to this one with speed v. Okay? And then over here is also come far away with the speed v. Okay? And then the speed will be reduced when coming down. The speed will gain when coming up. Okay. 所以你的这个Bernoulli equation呢，要记得 stagnation pressure 这边就断开了，这个气流被挡住了，这个点不会是没有摩擦力 ，OK， 表面不会没有摩擦力，所以实际上Bernoulli equation做了一件事，他就把外面的这个水管分成这个 invisible flow water， 没有阻力的部分在下面，然后有阻力的结果看一下在上面，它分成两段。Okay, so the equation you saw just now, it just happened on the top. The conservation is PATN plus R rho v squared. Okay, at the inlet. ATM plus half rho V squared. Okay, at the inlet. Okay. Then you are including these two. Okay. 所以你的公式啊，你的恒等式，你的对象是不一样的。Okay. So you come to this writing. Okay. You come to this writing, but it's just a numerical identity. Okay. In this case, because it's one top, one bottom, then you have your hydroset. You have the hydraulic height difference. So then you have to add on. But in that one, the hydraulic height difference is not much. Rho d I. Okay, the other is the plus rho d low. Okay. If there are not much difference, you can solve them. So what you obtain, the bottom surface pressure is higher than the upper surface by 2 times rho v delta v. Okay? And this is what you call the lift generations, span area times lift pressure difference, and with this. Okay? 然后后面现实的考量，你如果真的没有摩擦力，你飞得起来吗？ OK， 我们虽然理论白努力定律是告诉你表面没有粘滞性，如果真的你的液体没有摩擦力，你还真的飞不起来。OK， so why is that the case? OK， that's because effectively you need the flow. OK， if you look at the water bank, OK， the river flowing past the water bank, you see that the rod near the bank will be rotated due to the velocity gradient. And this velocity gradient is telling you there are viscosity. And if there are viscosity, then you're going to have rotation. And then we define one idea about rotations. This idea about rotation is you draw a circle, then there will be a speed difference. Okay, this is the line integral of the speed difference. Okay， 同学，你如果学公数，有没有听过一个名词叫 curve divergent？ 公数老师没告诉你的是，就是流体上的一个概念。OK， 叫涡旋。OK， 那涡旋桨怎么算？它要转，上面是向前，下面是向后。 然后向下的，左手边向下还是右手边向上？右手边向下，左手边向上。所以你就绕着这个翼面做一个涡旋，因为那个翼面的那个高度太低。所以 in the case that the thickness is too low, then the circulation strength is 2 times the chord length times delta p. Okay, and in this case. You can re-express the Lee force formula obtained from the Lewis equation to be Lee force per unit span is equal to msc times the incoming airspeed times the circulation strength. The stronger the circulation, then the better the Lee force. Okay? Okay, 对这样的一个理解，它不是一个数学上的一个想象 ，OK， 所有数学之所以你还能用，大概就是它跟物理现象的一个结合。那我们刚才已经解释了，这个机翼的下面速度减少，机翼的上面速度增加，结果这样的话，它就有一个涡旋，然后这个涡旋会产生升力 ，OK， 那我们怎么验证这样的一个现象呢 ？OK， 那我们就看这个现象 ，OK，in this case. Based on the understanding of the circular strength, you know the lift coefficient is proportional to the angle of attack alpha. Okay? So we will not come to this, but we will come to the practical part. How is it possible to introduce speed difference? The best way of introducing speed difference is a cylinder. If you turn the cylinder and have the clockwise rotation in the presence of the wind that fly from the left to the right, then you are going to increase the surface speed, delta V, on the top. And then negative surface speed minus delta V at the bottom. In this case, it is possible to speed up the top air but slow down the bottom air by circulation, or so-called the cylindrical rotation. So this is the basic how you have the magnetic effect. When you kick the ball, how to kick another ball, your ball will go straight path, your ball go curved path. That is because of the spinning, then you're generating a sideways lead. Likewise, when you're pitching a baseball, okay, when you do the spin, it is possible to create the sideways forces, and these sideways forces will lead the ball, okay? 所以这个球往前飞，但是它因为旋转，结果是向偏。So in this case, we'll show you one of the video to illustrate. So this is the rotating exploiting the magnetism effect. So the lead generation is achieved by rotation, but of course it's no good. At the same time, it produces the drag force. So you need to have the balance thrust.
All right, high speed pass.
Circulation， 这个 circulation 非常的正向的生理。In this case, yeah, why do you need this long wingspan? You don't want this circulation to leave the wing too soon. Okay, if you leave the wing too soon, then you are wasting the energy. So this is the evidence of the vortex. Surely. Okay, let's come to why the animal try to fly. Okay, the main purpose is to escape from predator, to search for food, to save time from climbing, and to save energy from climbing up and down. So we'll see the early flyer. The early flyer are glider. Okay, there are many kinds of the early flyer. Let's view one by one. Okay, let's see this flying squirrel first.
When you've got fur instead of feathers, going airborne takes some guts. But the flying squirrel never hesitates to leap into the void. Luckily, he comes equipped with a built-in parachute. A membrane stretches from wrist to ankle, turning the squirrel into a living, breathing paper airplane. With each leap, the squirrel takes aim and spreads its body into a square. A cartilage rod attached to their wrists helps them steer during flight. The rodents glide through the forest like ghosts, their tails acting as a stabilizer and a brake. They may look like daredevils, but flying squirrels have plenty to be scared of. Snakes, owls, raccoons, and even cats constantly hunt them. But no matter what, this squirrel will always have an escape plan. Gliding is like a built-in life insurance policy. We
所以这个卫生橱窗是比较小型，更小型的还有这个叫这个飞机，我们看一下飞机，这个也是挺好玩的。大型的这个飞机。
This larger male is the tree's owner, and Dracos don't share.
所以它是长在
The owner's flag is a warning.
下方。
Trespassers won't be tolerated. The owner's not only intimidating, he's prepared to battle.
这不是默契哦，这个是真实的。
A dead end. Safety is a long way away. Now he must choose. Fight or flee.
走于上计。
Only in the jungle do you find lizards that can soar like dragons. He can travel over 100 feet in a single leap. It's a very fast and efficient way to move through the jungle. Maybe this new tree will have food and no resident owner.
OK， 好，看到这个，然后我们快速讲一下理论，然后后面可以做实验。OK， 可以看到了，所以它在下降的时候是增加速度，后面就打开翅膀。所以 in this case after the free falling they gain the speed and then with the speed then they expand their wing. Then the wing will generate the leaf and the leaf will support their weight and then eventually they will fly forward to reach the opposite tree. So this is the help of the wingspan. Okay. So the important thing on calculating the leaf force is you have to find the wing area, how much is the wingspan, how much is the wing chord. Okay. 所以一转是从一节到一节的长度，那一旋呢是从前沿到后沿之间的距离。但是你形状不一样的时候，你的等效一旋就用你的这个翼面积除以这个翼展，那你就得到等效的这个翼旋。Okay, so the better the span, the larger the force. As we derive the how to glide, we have analyzed this before. Okay, now the question is, should you glide down with a high angle attack or should you glide down with a low angle attack? That will determine the drag force. You want as much lift as possible, as little lift as possible. We have already derived this just now. Okay, but I have to now calculate one more thing. How much is the drag force? The drag force can be calculated as the drag force, work energy method. This drag force and velocity is equal to half the mass flow rate and the downward velocity. So in this case, the drag force can be related to the leaf force. 所以你看到没有？当你说你的这个一面气流往下压，然后再产生这个反作用力成为升力的同时，你也是会